Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't like the microphone.
Oh, good. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. Okay, let's start. I'm speaking about English in Korea since I'm an English teacher. And is this next?
Yes.
First about me. I'm just born. Oh, it's hot. My name is James Barnett.
Yes.
I'm 25 years old.
Very
25.
Oh, very young, very young.
No Korean.
Very good.
I'm from New Zealand.
Oh.
And I've been in Korea for 4 years.
Yeah.
HonamHighSchool.
Yeah.
For my presentation, I will talk about English in New Zealand, English in Korea, communication, what can we change in Korea, and some conclusion. Okay?
Yeah.
So first, English in New Zealand. That's New Zealand. Actually, English was one of my favorite subjects. I really loved the English class. Why? I had fantastic teachers.
Wow.
They are very interesting and they told so many stories and gave us so much information.
Okay.
And they talked about ideas with us, not just say information to us, talk with us. And we studied very many interesting texts. I will say more soon about that. And we have many types of tests. In Korea, you have one test.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called exam.
Yeah.
And you choose A, B, C, or D, right?
Yeah.
We write an essay, or make a speech, or write a story, or many different things, okay? And we have no college entrance exam. There is no SAT exam in New Zealand. Yeah, really, nothing. So, I tried to remember some of the texts that I studied in class. You know this movie?
Yes.
Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, we studied that movie. And who knows Lord of the Flies? William Golding. And Forrest Gump. Yeah. And King Lear, Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, Weissman. We did poetry, and Blade Runner is a science fiction movie. So we study everything, movies, novels, short stories, poetry, many things. Very interesting. How about Korea?
Oh my God.
What do you study in English class? Grammar. Not my class. You focus on format grammar, right?
Yeah.
Hey! Grammar is so interesting, yeah? No. And you learn in Korean.
Yes.
Translation, right?
Yeah.
Take the English text and change to Korean.
Yeah.
Yes? And you focus on some sentence or paragraph.
Yeah.
You don't use the real text, right?
Oh my God.
And you spend very little time on speaking and writing. It's true?
Yeah.
Except my class. About this one, Songtaek and I were talking, and he said, why is it a bad thing to teach in Korean? We have to do that, he said. But did you know in Europe, such as Germany, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, their second language is English. Their level of English speaking is very high because they learn English in English. I have friends from those countries. They told me about that. Why do you learn English like this? Why? Why? No? College entrance exam. Yeah, Sulu. Oh my God. You are the one exam that determines your whole future. What university you can go to, what job you will have, etc. Like that, right?
Yeah.
And it's most reading test. as I know, 70% reading. I don't know exactly. And small listening part, right?
Yeah, right.
So because of this exam, you study grammar, so you can answer reading comprehension questions. And it's multiple choice, A, B, C, D. In New Zealand, English exam, no A, B, C, D, no multiple choice. Nearly all subjects, no multiple choice. Because we write our own opinion. Continue. So because of this system, I think many Korean people seem scared, shy, or nervous about speaking in English. I give you an example. My very first week living in Korea, the only Korean word that I knew at this time was Canada from Korean class. The first Korean word I learned was Canada. Even I couldn't say hello in Korean. And I got a cold. I caught a cold. I was very sick. So I went to find the pharmacy and buy some medicine. At this time I was staying in Jeonju University. So I walked outside and I saw the young man. I think, oh, he's young. He must speak some English. Excuse me? Can you tell me where is the pharmacy? Okay, try again. This time it's a young woman. These are university students.
Yeah.
Excuse me, where is the pharmacy? And that happened about 5 times. Finally, I quit. I went back to the university and I found a nurse and I got medicine. That was my first time experiencing the fear that Korean people seem to have about speaking English. But I think Korean people can read English well. That's a good thing. But from what I can see in school, not you guys, other students, they don't want to learn how to speak English because it's not tested in the exam. Why learn it if you don't get tested, right? Alright. And since most English classes are in Korean language, there's kind of a never-ending cycle. So a person learns English via translation in Korean. They become an English teacher. They teach using translation. And then the cycle continues. This is the problem, I think. One of the main problems. What is the purpose of a language?
Communication.
Communication, right. Big letters, yeah. English is a language, right? Languages are for communicating.
Yeah.
So we should teach you how to communicate in English, I think. What do you think? You agree with me? Thank you so much. So how can we change the system? We need to break the cycle, right?
Yeah.
So first, at university, train the teachers how to teach in English. Don't translate into Korean. How to teach in English. 100% English class. And use real text. Use movies, use novels, use short stories, use poetry, use Shakespeare. There's many, many things out there we can use. It'll be more interesting and more real. Change how we make the tests. So we could have some speaking test or debate test, essay test, like that. We have in New Zealand. And change the SAT exam. That's the most important thing. I don't know how to do that. I think first, cancel multiple choice. Introduce essay writing. In New Zealand, for exams, every exam, you must write at least one essay. English, history, geography, everything, except maths. I wasn't very good at maths. But I have one more idea. This is my favorite idea. End compulsory English for all students. You must all study English, right? I think students should learn English in elementary school and middle school. Then they can find out if they like English. And then when you come to high school, choose. I like English. English is important to me. I will do English. I don't like English. I want to be a Korean teacher. I won't do English. Like that. That's the New Zealand style. We choose our own subject. And then we can take all the money and put into smaller English programs, better training, and new tests. I think it could be a very good way of learning English in Korea. Last, why should Koreans learn to communicate in English? Why do you want to learn English for communication? Because of the global.
That's the reason.
Yes. Because of the global power? Okay. What's another reason for learning English? My mom says so. To communicate with James. Okay. What's another one? How about if you want to go to Australia? What language should you use in Australia? Travel is one very good reason. You can speak English in all countries, even Korea actually. I can use English in big cities in Korea, no problem. In Jonguk, not so much. International business, Mr. Jongin. Online communication. You want to play a computer game against an American man, and you should use English. Tourism in Korea. If you want foreigners to come to Korea, you need to welcome us. And one way is to speak English. If a tourist came to Jonguk, he would have a very hard time. Actually, there's a very good tourist information center. They speak English, but in the taxi, excuse me, I want to go to Najeonsan National Park. Who? Who? Probably he would drive me to Sarang Gyeongwon because many foreigners live there, next to there. And work, maybe you want to work in another country, and many more reasons, okay?
Okay.
Oh, I want to say make mistakes. Make mistakes. As a foreigner who speaks English, first language, even in my own country, if someone comes to me and he says English in a bad way, bad pronunciation or something, I try very hard to understand him and help him. I don't care how he says English. Just he tries, because English is the global language. So we always have to deal with that situation. We love people speaking to us, and we love finding out about your culture, your country, your language. Please talk to us, we like it. Conclusion, I think it would be valuable for Korea to take some ideas from other countries, such as New Zealand, as a first language country, or somewhere like Germany or Norway. And we need to break that cycle. Practice makes perfect. When you practice using English, you will get better at it. Okay? That's my final thought and my final goodbye stage, Jongsu said. So thank you very much. And you guys keep trying to speak English. Many of you are very good at speaking with me. Even when I'm not here, if you see a foreigner in Jonguk, okay, say hi. I was James's student. They will know me, really. Many foreigners know me in Jonguk. I was James's student. Did you know James? Oh, yeah, James is a crazy guy. I don't know. So even when I'm not here, please try speak English to other people. Even to each other you can practice. I know you won't, but you can. Okay?